It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and our focus is on Anthony Walker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Browns and the Ravens, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 carries, 66 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest, Newton.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. His throw incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Watson now to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception. Now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Touchdown! David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. The Ravens at 5-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Jackson now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Holding offense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
Still third down.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Got it. Ready?
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
They're going for it. Huntley
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here we go. Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Huntley working from the gun.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. That's good for 28 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Watson on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet. He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. A shotgun snap for Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, it's Watson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. Past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. So here are the Browns to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
faking the give. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the Ravens' 21-yard line.
Here's Watson now on second down. This is the tight end, Njoku. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Right back to Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Steps away. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Watson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He's got the connection to Cooper. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock.
Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go with Chubb on second down.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
22-yard line. A gain of 15. And the Browns first down.
On first down, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing on third down, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
York able to send this one through.
And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He just got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good for a Baltimore Raven.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 59 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Ravens 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And they will take a knee here.
Second and 10.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
107 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns, and it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, Charles. That's one Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it.